What's going on, everybody? Wizard101 here, y'all guys, coming with the Tiger, and today we are back playing some more Wizard101. Today I want to talk about what Wizard101 has been through for 2018, what kind of things happened, just the updates that Wizard101 has experienced and all the work that King's House put into it. And yeah, 2018 has been a very interesting year. I think we've had a very good set of updates for this year, without a doubt, just an amazing set of updates. And amongst all, there's even a couple things that are just very subtle that 2018 was different compared to every other year. And that's what I'm going to talk about in this video, and then I'll kind of want to theorize what I think is going to happen next year, 2019, updates that I hope to see and things that I hope to come true. First off, though, we're going to take a look back at 2018. Some of the things that have happened is just a lot, really. I mean, we had one of the best updates in the game, which was the pet hatching kiosk, where you can post your pets up and then anybody can just find and hatch, and then it really just takes away a lot of the struggle that is pet leveling. And it doesn't make it OP either. It doesn't say, okay, I'm now guaranteed I can make a good pet. That's no guarantee. I mean, you still have to work to get whatever pet you're trying to get to. And I feel like the kiosk really did a good job with this, because now it makes it easier for everybody else to find good pets. It makes it, it gives benefits to those, you know, who do help others with their pets. And then just among all, it makes everything so much easier to get better stats, to get better pets, to really look at a variety of the pets in the game. It's one of the best updates, hands down. If it weren't for that, I wouldn't have like any of the pets that I have today. For example, like Hunter right here, my critical resistant damage, Tiger down here. This pet that I'm currently working on as well, it's going to be in a pet leveling video soon. I wouldn't have those pets. Boomer, I wouldn't have any of these pets. I wouldn't have any of my fire pets or my ice pets had it not been for the pet kiosk. So I'm just beyond, I really do, I enjoy it. I think it's one of the best updates Wizard101 has ever experienced. Among other that, we've also had new loading screens. For example, some of the new loading screens that we have now, there's one for each world, and then there's the Darkmoor loading screens as well. It really does add more life to the game, more sense of accomplishment once you get past like a specific area, and you just like look at that loading screen and you're like, well, okay, I'm going there because I did this. It's just a huge sense of accomplishment, these new loading screens, and they really do. They add like just a little touch to Wizard101, just freshens it up. I really do like the loading screens. I think that was one of the biggest updates as well. And then moving on to that, the new graphics. Now that we have in the toggle for classic mode on and off, now we have the new updated Wizard101 graphics. The new insane beautiful Wizard101 graphics. And honestly, it is remarkable. It really is. Just how much improvement in the graphics you can tell, and the amount of effort they put in to make and design these graphics, you can just tell, and it came out phenomenal. Just to check out these beautiful graphics that King's Law has made for Wizard City, like, it is amazing. We have it's been a long journey, and just to see this like refreshing touch to Wizard City, I think is just one of the greatest things, because you really just see the freshness of the game, you see the quality, you see just how much progress it's made and all the effort that the game developers are willing to put into this game. And it's been going, you know, it's been going this long, and I think this game is just beyond remarkable, without a doubt. It's one of my favorites, hand down. It holds just holds a powerful part of my life, and it will always be in my heart, this game. It brings so much. I used to remember playing this all the time after I got out of school. I remember playing that all the time, and then this game, I will never be able to forget it. I will always play this game, and I think these graphics updates just really add a little touch to it, and just to compare it to classic mode, you guys can really see the difference. And even in classic mode, King's Owl did the little graphical enhancements to make everything look a bit nicer. The water is more colorful, there's more vibrance to the Wizard City. But we're just looking at the commons right here. I mean, if we really wanted to take a look at it, we got this right here, and we compare it to the new graphics that they put in. You really just see the amount of effort that they really do put in the game. The graphics are just like this beautiful little touch, and without a doubt, just one of the greatest updates Wizard101's ever had. Because now this also means that they are going to hopefully be updating the rest of Wizard City, so that we have matching HD quality graphics to go along with the first half of Wizard City. And I really can't wait to see, especially Trine Avenue, what that looks like. I'm just really excited to see what happens with the graphics update and how it's extended even just a little bit more. Because you can just see how much more detail is added in now, and just it really even sets a point for the next worlds, how much detail they're going to be able to put into new worlds over time. Just a little comparison right here. Just beyond beautiful. And aside from the new graphics, we also had Empyrea Part 2, the extension of Empyrea, because Empyrea Part 1 was released last year, and we wrapped up the third storyline arc with this update. And I haven't experienced this update yet because I'm still in Mirage, but Empyrea, I've seen the first half through walkthrough videos, and Empyrea is just beyond. You can just see the amount of quality they put in. The quest line, I really like the areas in Empyrea. I feel like it's a very wizardy feel compared to like other worlds in general. It doesn't feel like it's one of those worlds that's technologically advanced, but it's just got so much like story and magic behind it. And I really like the way Empyrea is, and they did an amazing job. But this does wrap up the third arc storyline, where we finish with the old Cobb, Grandfather Spider type deal, and then that leads into the fourth storyline, which who knows what's going to be in this fourth storyline. Just going off a prediction, I feel like it'll be 3 or 4 worlds, because Arc 1, I believe, was 5 worlds, Arc 2 was like 5 worlds, but then Arc 3 was only like 3 worlds. Polaris, Mirage, Empyrea, only 3 worlds. Technically 4 if you want to count Empyrea into 2 worlds, even though it's not, it was 2 updates. But I'm really excited to see the fourth storyline. I can't wait to see who we'll be going up against, who's going to be like the big crisis. And I feel like they're going to ease more into storyline in the Arc 4. We saw with Arc 2, after Morganth was defeated, we saw that old Cobb revealed himself as Grandfather Spider, and then it really just jumped into the third storyline right there. Like, we already had the guy, we already had an idea of, okay, he's powerful, he's got some dark things going on in his head. We don't know what's really going to be coming in this next update. This kind of just wraps up what I like to call segment 1, or maybe even like phase 1 for Wizard101, because I feel like this just kind of wraps up like the first 3 arcs. I feel like they're all connected to lead this, and now there's like a phase 2, and I don't know, just this idea to me goes off of like the way the MCU does with like Marvel's Avengers and stuff like that, how each movie is divided into phases, you know, each like little plot line is connected and intertwined in different phases, but it all adds up together. I really like the idea of this, and I feel like this is kind of the end of phase 1 for Wizard101, and then phase 2 is kind of the next part. That's the way I see it. I don't know if anybody else sees it like that, but I feel like Arc 1, Arc 2, and Arc 3, those storylines are going to be phase 1, and then past that we'll have phase 2. I'm just really excited to see what's going to be coming for storyline 4. I mean, just look at this, guys. Beautiful. And then last but not least, we had the 10th anniversary celebration in Wizard101. That was, we did the special birthday quest where we got to go to the party room. We got to meet the professors and some of the most well-known iconic characters of Wizard City in there. And then we just, you know, they just kind of gave us this very just cheerful remembrance, just emotional filled, just like little speech that Mariah Ambrose gave us, talking about how just important we are, because, you know, like that's the way this is, you know, it's King's Isle and the players. It's just a very emotional bond here, because this game, it's been around a long time, guys. It's been around for 10 years, the 10th anniversary, and like I said, I've been playing this for 8 years now, and I've really enjoyed the game. And, you know, just to see the amount of updates they've had over time, you can really tell they do care about this game. And a lot of people say that, oh, maybe they don't do this, or they should do this, or they really need to do that. In my opinion, especially for those who have quality of life updates are awesome. Even if they're not, like, you know, big, noticeable, just like the small things. Like, for example, I think this might have been a couple years ago. this is only 30-second cooldowns now instead of a minute. And just like with any other game, people are always saying, oh, they need to add this, or they need to add that, or they should have done this, or they really need to do this. Like, the way I see it is King's Isle have done so much in this game that people have requested. They did all that this year. And what I mean by that is people wanted a more efficient way to get better pets. They added that with the pet kiosk. New loading screens, they added that at the beginning of the year. New graphics, they recently just added that. A world where we just wrap up this big major storyline. I mean, they added that. And there's just so much that they are doing for the game that a lot of people are just kind of overlooking. Is how I like to see this. Is just to really look at everything they've been putting in, all the requested features. They really just have been adding that in over time, and I feel like a lot of people do overlook that. And another big thing that I was thinking about as well is the amount of member benefits that we've had this year alone. It's gotta be, I think, almost triple the amount of member benefits we had in last year. Like, just the amount of double pet XP, or the amount of unlimited energy while fishing, the unlimited crafting, double gardening. I believe we had 2 double gardenings this year. And I understand that double gardening is probably the most OP benefit. Let's be honest, especially if a huge, gigantic garden. I feel like maybe 3 times a year is just where that needs to be. But aside from that, just the amount of member benefits that they've added in is crazy. Like, I am beyond happy about that. You know, if you have a membership to this game, I feel like that really just makes that definitely worth having. Besides having access to other areas when you unlock them, just having the, you know, just the amount of member benefits that you get, just a little bonus seeing that, you know, every week. We didn't used to have them every week. It'd be like maybe every other week, or maybe the middle of the week, and then 2 weeks later it'd be a weekend. But it's just about every week or so, almost every week, we've had a member benefit. So that is just one of the amazing things that King's Isle is doing, looking out for players as well. Just in general, and especially Crowns players as well. I feel like they're really starting to move towards Crowns players, which I think they should. Just like everybody else, I mean, I feel like Wizard City does need to be free for all players, just so everybody can get a feel of Wizard City, and then just get more hyped up for Krakatopia, and just have even higher expectations. I feel like Wizard City should be free, but then again, you know, like I said, I can't even refuse to admit that I am beyond grateful for everything that they've done with this game so far. So just the new loading screens, more efficient way to do pet hatching, new graphics, more member benefits. That is all happened this year, and I feel like those are just really good things to happen this year, and just, they're unforgettable. They really are. As for what I would really like to see next year, I'm honestly not really sure what I want to see. It's been a while since we've had a side world. We have Aquila, Grizzleheim / Winter Tusk. We have Wisteria. Those are the only side worlds that are in the game. And I feel like I really want to see, I'm just like, you know, a lot of other people, I really want to see a Wisteria Part 2. I feel like there's just so much more in that world that we could do. Even another Spiral Cup, I don't know. But I just really want to see Wisteria Part 2. Whether that comes or not, I don't know. But that's just something I want to see. But I feel like maybe they should kind of start out with the side world next year. Because I feel like going straight into another storyline is just kind of, it's just kind of like, just a little too much. I feel like going into a side world next year is really what a lot of people would feel refreshed to see. Not necessarily, you know, like a spiral ending event, but, you know, a side world. That you can either choose to complete it, you can skip over it if you want, and get ready for the next world update. But I feel like a side world would be really good. And I feel like a side world that has higher up gear. We saw with Empyrea, we've had more advanced gear. And we saw that you can have more critical gear, more, just generally speaking, more gear to choose from. Like for right now, I'm currently in my energy gear, but if we go over to my storm gear, I'm still using the Malister cloak. That's because this is a really good robe. But aside from that, you know, I updated my boots and my hat. My wand, I still need to update that. But like even rings, I'm using a level 90 ring. Atham, I'm using the 99, and then level, just level 99 that I'm using from Morgant. I feel like I really want to see a side world that has better gear. It doesn't have to be like a crazy long world, even if it's just like 3 or 4 hours of gameplay. You know, 18. And a really good refreshing thing for Wizard101, in my opinion, would just be start out with the side world. Because it really has. It's been a while since we've had a side world. I mean, Winter Tusk, that came out like 3-4 years ago. A little over that. I think that was the last like installment of a side world. I'm trying to remember the exact order the worlds came out. I think that was the last installment of a side world. And that's level 40. You know, we're level 120, max is level 130. I feel like just starting out with the side world will be an amazing refreshment next year. But aside from that, what else do I want to see? I really want to see, like I said, the finished product of Wizard City graphics, Trine Avenue, Firecat Alley, Cyclops Lane, Colossus Boulevard. I really want to see those graphics updated. I'm just especially hyped for Trine Avenue. I feel like that is going to be a very beautiful, beautiful revamp right there. But even aside from a new side world and new graphics, I can't even think what else I would love to see. Like I said, I'm grateful for the member benefits. I hope they keep the rate up with the member benefits. I think it's just a really nice touch. And they've been getting really creative too, like with unlimited fishing, unlimited crafting. Just pretty good member benefits too, and especially these last two that we've had. We've had double daily assignments for, I think, like it was a month long. And then double pet XP, we've had that for a week. You know, I feel like they're just really, in a very good direction right now. And I don't even know what else I want to see. Because I believe they keep the updates at about 4 updates a year, 3-4 updates a year. And I just talked about 2 right there, and I can't even think what else I want to see besides that. And honestly, something I do want to see, that just occurred to me, is maybe, a new minigame. We haven't had any new minigames since, like, the beginning of Wiz. And, we've always had these classic 8. But I feel like if they can just nail this nostalgic, classic game feel that these games offer, not like any, like, fancy, big minigames, like, just, simple, good quality mini games that just really, give you emotional feels. Just classics. I feel like I just really want to see that added in. But that's pretty much my speculation for everything next year. That's just kind of what I hoped I want to see, and then that is everything that's happened this year. King's Eye, like I said, they did a really good job with Wizard101. They added in a lot of what the players wanted to see, and I just really cannot wait to see what else they add in the future. I'm just beyond excited. Going on my, we're about to hit, beginning the 9th year that I've been playing this. And April will mark the 9th year that I played this game. So I'm beyond excited. I feel like there's some really good updates coming along, and I can't wait to see what else they add. But if you guys have any ideas for what's going to happen in the future, anything y'all guys want to see, anything you guys want to talk about that happened this year, make sure to leave that down in the comment down below. Thank you, King's Out, for everything that you put in the game. Every last developer over there. I love this game. I'm going to keep playing it. Thank you guys for all the work and quality and just effort you put into making this game even better. This is a 10-year-old game, and it's still going, and I'm beyond grateful for that. So thank you, King's Isle. Thank you guys for watching. Comment if you like, please subscribe. Until my next video, I will see y'all guys next time. Tiger93 out.